Hello, everyone. This is Otaku Showboat, and it's happened. I've officially met my $25 Patreon goal according to Patreon. Note that Patreon takes into account the fees that they take out, so we've done it. We've now hit $25, and as such, I would like to take this time as part of the reward for hitting the $25 goal to thank all of you, all of my supporters, not just on Patreon, but across the board, and not just the monetary supporters either. Thank you to everyone who comes and watches my content, even on an inconsistent basis. All of you validate the work that I'm doing as having intrinsic value to everyone. What does $25 actually mean in the grand scheme of things? From the monetary perspective, it's about equivalent to between 2.5 and 3.5 hours of doing my primary income job slash work, which is freelance transcription through the website rev.com. I set aside about 4 hours per day on average per weekday to do transcriptions. So, grand scheme is that it's not particularly life changing. It's about the equivalent of less than a day's work for transcription per month at $25. If we just consider as well that the monthly fees, the equivalent monthly fees for maintaining my website are about $15 per month. That leaves about $10 there to do with as I so choose, which would either, generally speaking, just offset the cost of a game to play or pick up light novel volumes. So really, it's about $10 a month that I can do whatever with, throw it somehow into production of new content or whatever else. So that's what that means. That's just the Patreon stuff as well, and not including like anything through Twitch or direct tips. I'm very grateful for all of it. This is my reward for the hitting the Patreon goal. So that's the economic side of things. What does this mean in the broader sense, though? Because that's what really matters here. It means that there are people like you that value my content. It means that the content that I'm making matters to people. It means that my brand is growing. It means that the channel is growing. It means that all the content I make is going to be getting better and is getting better and is improving over time a lot faster than it has previously, to the point where I have started streaming on a very consistent basis and started uploading that content onto YouTube. It means that if I can earn $25 a month through Patreon with the extra through Twitch and through direct tips, I can look forward to that continuing to grow to the point where at some point I will no longer have to rely on doing transcription work for my primary income. This is a portent of things to come, as it were. And that is the ultimate goal. I said this in an Otaku vlog fairly recently, that while I make the content because I really do truly enjoy doing this, I really do enjoy doing this, and I do it because I enjoy doing it, the goal is that eventually it will return through earning enough income to not have to do transcription work anymore, and then I can focus my time, all of my time, within reason, to producing content and doing the thing that I enjoy doing with my life. I want to live off of making content. It's what I really love doing. Every other skill that I have developed on my own time outside of my college work, which was completely unrelated, it was all science stuff, like physical science stuff. I learned how to do web development, to work on my own website for this brand. I've learned how to record and edit videos, use video editing software, how to deal with audio, how to use image editing software. I learned Photoshop and Illustrator doing this, and I then applied that to my master's degree to make my tables and figures for my master's degree. For the thingy, the thesis that I wrote. So it's like these skills I know, and that's even led into my current job working for the university I got my master's degree from in a remote position, maintaining a website for my former advisor's research group, his broader research group. They have me maintaining their website, and I get paid for doing that every other week, a small, tiny amount. That's thanks to me learning how to do stuff that can be applied more broadly because of my interest in making videos and trying to grow my brand. That's what this has all been doing for me in my life. And then, of course, I learned how to talk to others without having any sort of public speaking anxiety or anything like that. I definitely don't have anxiety performing in front of others anymore. And or if I ever had at that point, I don't have problems standing up in front of actual people watching me perform and actually giving presentations and such at all. And that's just because I literally do it on a nearly daily basis. I literally do this thing on a nearly daily basis. I may not physically see people in front of me, but I'm still looking into a camera, and when I stream, I've got the actual text chat of actual people responding to me, and I am responding to them in the comments. So there's this public interaction that I've been learning the entire time since I started making videos with commentary back in 2011. In fact, when I first started making videos, by the way, when I first started making like videos with commentary back in 2011, that was post commentary. I didn't actually start doing live commentary for a time afterwards. And the mics were terrible back then, and oh, excuse me, the mics were terrible back then, and like the editing quality was terrible back then. The actual video quality was awful back then. The original Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion as Goths, that was, I think, post commentary. I'm pretty sure that that was post commentary the whole time. So, yeah. I know that I did post commentary back then, and that eventually I did switch over to doing live. I don't really remember when I did that transition, but it's a thing. It's hazy. 2011 is hazy in my mind. I don't like remembering back then, but I've come a long way since then, and I'm glad to see that now. Now that I am truly back in the game after having spent over a year of not making content through the end of 2017 and through the entirety of 2018 up until late April 2019. Late April 2019 when I started doing streaming again. I started throwing videos up on to my YouTube channel of VODs from my streaming. Look at how things have gone in just this short period of time from April, late April to today, late October. In this span of time, my views have gone a lot higher. It's not the highest they've ever been, but it is a lot higher. It is like at its peak since I got rid of a whole bunch of non-commentary walkthrough type videos back in like 2012-ish, when I had gotten rid of those as I was planning on like actually doing video monetization back then. I was thinking of joining a I was thinking of the future, and I was like, okay, well, these videos that don't have commentary, you shouldn't really monetize these videos. So in the future, when I eventually monetize videos, I didn't want to have those as ones that exist on the channel. I wanted to get rid of them, and my views went from about 400 per day, 500 per day, from this big, like very linear growth up to that point from 4 to 500, down to like less than 100 per day. It was a steep drop when I got rid of the walkthrough videos and just had my Let's Play content with just the content with commentary. So I haven't seen that level yet, but I am seeing a level that is the highest it's been since then in terms of the view counts on YouTube. My Twitch is the best it's ever been. We are as high as we've ever been on Twitch in terms of the follows and average viewership. Average viewership is rising, continues to rise. We are well above that border between affiliate and non-affiliate. We are past the base 3 now, pretty consistently starting to see about between 3 and 6 views per stream. Average 3 to 6, starting to see 10 people, hitting 10 people showing up at this point for brief periods, and that continues to grow. It's all on a growth trend right now. It's all on a growth trend right now, and we have now actually surpassed 650 subscribers on the YouTube channel. There's now more than 650. It was 651 by my last check, and I can look at this again. I can do a refresh and see that it is. Is it still 651? Yes, it still says 651 on that refresh. So, yeah, everything is going great, and that's really what this hitting this level, this thank you video is all about. Just saying thank you to everyone who has been supporting and watching my content thus far. Despite being just $25 per month through Patreon, I am incredibly grateful to every single one of you out there for supporting me and watching my content. It means a lot to me. The next Patreon goal is set at $50, and at that level, I will be making a monthly thank you video. That will also be a content roadmap for the month. It will cover what I plan on releasing throughout the month in terms of content, unless, things change over the course of the month, but it's my plans at the beginning of the month for the coming month. And then the goal after that will be at $100 per month, at which point I will absolutely, if we haven't already, upgrade my internet service to Cox Gigablast internet, which in the state of Virginia, where I currently live, Cox Gigablast internet service does not have a bandwidth cap on it, so you can use as much as you want, and I can make very good use of that, shall we say. Understatement, I can make very good use of that by streaming higher quality source streams, as well as by uploading much higher bitrate videos to have really high quality videos. I can start doing the 60 frames per second stuff. That'll be when I can really start doing 60 frame per second streaming, uploading videos, and all of that good stuff. Just because I won't have to worry about being limited to 1 terabyte per month of bandwidth usage. And I will also be introducing a new Let's Play time slot, which will start with Gladius playing through the Ursula campaign for realsies this time. So, again, thank you all for the support. If you are not a patron on Patreon and would like to throw an extra buck or 3 at me to try and help make these additional further goals happen, the link to my Patreon is in the description below this video, as well as in a card that should have been present on this video from like the 20-second mark and beyond. You can do all the other social things in the links in the description below. Do your comment, like, subscribe, notification bell stuff on this video. Thank you so much for all the support thus far. This has been Otaku Showboat, and I will see you all on the next one.